This is Phil from Municipal Waste. I'm here with Attila from legendary black metal band Mayhem. I would like to start out with saying that when I was younger, I found that Mayhem was the most frightening live band I'd ever seen. Just the whole vibe given off by Mayhem is very intimidating. Is there any bands that you saw when you were younger that gave you this similar feeling?
Yeah, a few bands. Let me pick up one. It's a French band called Landphil. Old band. I think they will play. I thought they were gonna play on Fury Fest, not Hellfest, before Hellfest this year. I was surprised because it's an old band, and I remember I saw their show. It was not a big show, but personal it is, and something really came true. For instance, you know, and the guy had this strange tattoo. I remember, and that it was in the early '90s. And it's really affected me, you know. So sometimes it happens, I don't know, I think some small things have to fit together like a puzzle to get, sometimes you're lucky and some more approach behind the music, you know. So you play, then you unite and you create the music, and then when you're lucky, you manifest something more, which I cannot really find a word. What is it? But it's really affected. Something supernatural.
Would you say that you're a believer in the supernatural?
Well, yeah, I don't like the word believe, but yeah, in a certain way. I am more like, I don't believe in any god or religion, that's for sure. And not like any kind of person or intelligence who would just create us. This is bullshit. But I think there is certain things like fate and nature, and of course the world is not just these three dimensions we can see or smell or whatever, because just look at the magnetic things, you know. It's a very simple physical stuff, like, but we still cannot sense it. And it's there, you know. So even it goes through your body, so you can stick here the iron if there is a magnet, you know, it goes through everything. So it's like in the ether. So it's already shows it goes through by the cell phones and by the TVs, through the walls, everything, you know. What the fuck is that? And this is just one example, and that's the one step, and how many steps could be, you know, in these fine physical dimensions. So I think there could be other dimensions, there could be even other planets.
It's very H.P. Lovecraft. There's a story about there being another dimension right there in front of you, and it's a story I read actually on this tour where this a doctor figured out how to see this other dimension, and he died of fright because it was so intimidating. Well, there are many stories and rumors about this, of course, but I think it's two things about this. First, I think religions pretty much manipulate with this energy. So they just take it, you know, and they just manipulate with this. So they take it out from the public knowledge, like the esoteric information, or let's call this esoteric or whatever, you know, this supernatural science or just knowledge, you know, and they just turn it into another thing. Well, and they play with the words, and then they manipulate it into their goals. Of course, it's about to control the masses. Opium for the masses. And they just block the masses and lock them into this cage, and they cannot, because actually I think this is about kind of cosmic knowledge. I think knowledge is not just what you can learn from books. It's just what human wrote, but there is a certain information out there that you can reach. Sure. Have you ever experienced anything supernatural firsthand?
In my way, yeah, but it's more like my personal way, and well, I don't like to talk too much about this, you know. I think these things also, the nature has this personal aspect from this point, that everyone has a certain different think about this. That's why we all different. So it's also another problem with the religion, that they
Sure.
try to make one path for everybody when everybody is different, you know.
Sure. So Mayhem is known for having very fanatical fans. Have you ever had any experiences with fans giving you gifts or anything very strange?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we play music for these guys, basically. So I'm happy, you know, of being, of course, more successful and stuff, but I really like when the hardcore people come to our shows.
Absolutely.
And the whole thing is for them, you know. And when I come in some weird costumes or some strange message, I'm thinking about those few people who are out there in the crowd, you know, and who's been there always. And I know that if there is this dimension, they project out there always something where we meet.
Absolutely.
When we project this astral projection, I don't know, whatever you call it. It's so many words for this, you know.